So as you can see, I'm at Rushton and Diamonds and the police have actually turned up, but they're really friendly. Like, they just said literally like, oh, if you're here to take photos, we don't mind. We're just getting like complaints about trespassing and people like vandalising and stuff. So yeah, they're absolutely excellent. Like, they didn't tell me off for sitting here and things like that. They just literally said, if you're going to take photos, obviously they know it's getting knocked down, so they want, like, you know, people can take photos if they want to. I obviously said that I'm not trying to get in because, like I said to them, there's nowhere to get in anyway. So they were like, yeah, it's totally understandable. Like, they're just getting complaints about trespassers and things like that, so that's no worries. But yeah, they're totally cool about it, which, you know, top notch them. They're doing their job and they're doing a really good job of it, really. So. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So we're in Rushton and Diamonds at the moment. Well, not inside, but this is where they would have took the tickets and obviously headed on to the delivery point of where they would have walked through to then go to the tunnels. I'm wearing my gloves obviously just for safety. They've got their cables for their speakers, everything. That's under there would have been, I'm guessing, like they would have had their mics. There we go. There's like the microphones that they'd speak into. They have someone in there kind of like just talking back, saying about the tickets. You got the window one here. Still cool out, still got all this stuff here. I've got another speaker here. This one's been completely boarded up, I'm not sure why. It might have been obviously smashed through or something like that. But yeah, that's obviously going to be like another window, like a reception or something like that. Obviously this is where the tickets would have been sold. Well, obviously it tells you there. So we're just going to walk around it and basically have a little look. Like, this is the front bit. Obviously you've got the reception over there. In here they've got all, like, obviously where you walk through. I guess you get your tickets and then probably walk through here, I'm not sure. Like, oh, you see myself in there, I was probably freaked out just then. Yeah, look, you got all their parcels in there, like, it's insane. They've still got stuff in there, like the mats are still down, all their stuff's still in there. Then you come around here and it's the reception, like, bit here. I've not found a way in, like, obviously I'm not going to break a window or anything just to get in. I'm just going to casually walk around and see if I can find maybe a way up or something in. So I've noticed this ladder here before, like, it leads to the roof, so I don't know if that's like, that bolt looks quite rusty and it might turn with a finger. Hang on, let me try and get up there. Like, it looks really rusty. It feels quite loose. So that idea didn't really work. I tried climbing up the side of it. It's kind of a too tight squeeze. That side's just too dangerous. It wobbles too much. But that bolt, it actually does turn. But I've noticed there's a bolt on the other side. That's why it's turning. So we can't really get up that way, so that's that out of the picture. So we're going to try to find another way, maybe to get in. And yeah, so we find a way in, because I really want to get in this place, just to get some photos and videos, because it's such like a beautiful place. Like, it's all abandoned, no one's in there. You can't, like, it's that barricaded, like no homeless people can get in, that sort of thing. And yeah, I just want to go in there just to record it, just to show kind of what it used to be like. And yeah, to capture the history basically. But they've made it such, fair play to them, they've done a really good job of, like, obviously keeping homeless people out and little kids and things like that. But for us kind of urban explorers, it's a thing to get into these places without obviously breaking in, just to try and find little nooks and crannies that kind of help the security out as well, and say, look, you've missed this kind of spot, we got in through here. But yeah, so that, look, if you look through here, this is what it's like now. And it's kind of like, it's a shame that all this has gone to waste, because they couldn't fund it. And they're trying their best to kind of keep it from going downhill, but apparently they just can't do it. It's too expensive for the club, so they've had to just leave it. But there's a there's like a disabled part, but it's got all that anti-climb paint on, and I'm not too sure if that's a door that will open or not, because I just want to show what's inside and capture it before they demolish it. Like, the police came round and said, how come you're sitting here? Like, look at this little circle, like the tiny circle. And they're like, yeah, how come you're sitting here? And I was just like, I've come to get photos. They were like, that's totally fine, you know, as long as you're, you know, doing as you're saying. And oh, well, that's basically what I'm doing. Just come to get photos and video it. But so this is all the way around here. So obviously you've got all these windows here that are absolutely perfect. Like, it still looks like it's in use. It's really weird. But then you've got all this boarded up here, which I didn't actually notice until now. So obviously people have tried like getting in through the bottom and then working their way up, because like there's chairs and stuff upstairs. Like there's all these bits here, like the players. It's even got a doorbell. They would try getting through every single little like nook and cranny. You've got all these windows, these doors that have just been like boarded up from the inside, sort of thing. And then there's a big building over here. Don't know what it is, but that's got ladders as well, and same, like similar. I don't know what that building is, but then you've got see all of this. It's just a shame that it's gone to waste, really. Like, it's a massive football field. Like, people play football all the time. It's just a shame that everything's gone to waste. Like, look at this. These premises have been granted, proven by the National County Council as a venue of some marriages. Marriages? They had a marriage thing going on here? Like, people used to get married at a football club? Did that actually happen? The marriage will take place in the suite, sparkless suite, and first floor of Diamond Centre. So was it only just a football centre, or was like an actual centre? It's like obviously locked. Every door here is locked. They've really done a good job of keeping this place secure. Obviously you've got all this around here as well, which is like the electrical suite and things like that. So bloody bottle. Yeah, you've got a door up there, which I don't understand why there's a door there. And you've got all this bit here that leads round like to the sides. It's really, like, people obviously gotten in there. That's why they've, it's kind of, they've just boarded up every single hole that's in the windows. Like, even if it's just a small little hole, they've boarded it up. So you've got these doors here that have actually been like full on boarded, with like rivets and bolts and shit. And then there's all this bit up here, as you can see. This has all got like climbing paint, it's got little spikes on, there's even climbing paint on the wall, so no one can kind of get up. They've got all this door, like people have obviously tried smashing in there to climb it up, but they've just literally took the ladder off the wall. Around here you've just got your basic little, I don't even know what the hell that is, but more like a little drug den around here. But yeah, you've got all your Yale locks that are literally, everything's boarded up. Everything is boarded up. Like, they've got all the anti-climb paint all up on the wall here. Like, this stuff is like, you get it on your fingers and you just can't get it off. It's insane. Look at all the spikes. That's how people used to get in, I guess. Like, look at this. Look, they've got like all their nails hanging out, so people get stabbed if they climb it. Like, how insane is that? They're taking so much precaution, dangerous precaution, to be fair. Like, if someone got hit by one of them, then it's like game over, basically. But they've got all these doors here that have been hinged on. As you can see, they've all got hinges to kind of stop people from pushing them in. I'm guessing they led to the tunnels. I'm not too sure. You've got your disabled access here again. And all they are just literally little locks. Things like that. These sirens. But that's where people used to get in. They'd climb up on these little things here, climb up on the main roof, and then kind of like jump down and shimmy their way in there, but they've all boarded it up again. So I'm not sure how we're going to get in, because they've done a really good job of boarding this stuff up again. Just a crow sitting on there. So yeah, it's really, really hard to kind of say that I'm not going to be able to get in here today, or even another time, because they've done a really good job of boarding this place up. But there is no way, no access at all. That back window at the very left bottom there, see that big board? That used to be a massive hole for everyone to like just climb in, and they've boarded it up within like maybe a week. So yeah, obviously when the police came down, they did say like they're getting a lot of trespasser kind of like calls in and things like that. So people have been obviously coming in here, smashing windows, stealing things. And it kind of just ruins the experience obviously for everyone else that just comes here to take recordings, photos. It just ruins everyone else's chances of capturing the history that used to be here. There's no way that people are going to get in anymore. Like, look at all this, this is all climbing paint. All this stuff here, it's from there. People have been trying to climb up, and they get it all on their hands. And it's like impossible to get off, it takes weeks. So obviously if you get caught here and you say you haven't been climbing, you've got paint on your hands, they definitely know you've been climbing. It's like, it's a must. There's climbing paint everywhere. Obviously you've got your disability access, things like that, but there is no other way of getting in. Look, climbing paint again. So I think today is basically a no entry day. I've tried everything, and obviously I've tried everything in reason, not trying to like smash windows and things like that. It's literally, I tried to climb up a ladder that was closed, like up the side of it. It's too wobbly, I can't do it. My hands started hurting after like halfway as well. I'm even wearing gloves and it's still ripped into my skin sort of thing. All the gates are chained off on the inside and out. Like, you've got all your windows, everything's still in there. So yeah, that's it for now for Rushden Diamonds. It's been a pleasure taking you around, but maybe for another day we'll get in, I'm not sure.